68211.
Welcome back here to the PM Show Weekend Edition on CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Michael Horn. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the one and only Mr. Robert Conrad.
Yo, thank you.
Unforgettable, that's what you are. Unforgettable, though near or far, like a song of love that clings to me. How the thought of you does things to me.
Oh my gosh. Huh?
Pretty nice, huh?
Sounded to me like Sammy.
It is Sammy.
Yeah, I know.
A
Isn't that
distinctive
beautiful?
sound there. Welcome back here to the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for being with us. 800-336-2225. Lines are jamming here right now. We do the show live Thursdays at 3 o'clock Pacific time for 2 big hours, and then it replays throughout the weekend. You're listening on the weekend, email us, rconrad@crni.net.
Hey, thanks for doing that, too, because if you don't, you won't.
That's right.
You'll be listening to who is the president from the Republican Party and what and why and what has the president
those topical
not
shows,
done.
that's
and
right.
Yes. Okay, now, so I was in the middle of talking when we went to commercial. Sorry about that. It happens. To err is human. To forgive is divine.
That's right.
Yes. Christophe Morin, my French friend, sent me those pictures with many, many other pictures. And Christophe, merci beaucoup, merci, monsieur. All right, so now I've got three guys that are French friends. You know, Jean-Luc.
Jean-Luc.
And who's the other?
This gentleman you just talked about
Yes,
right
and there's
here.
one more. He went, get this, this guy went to Spain and met
Marisol, right? For you.
Marisol. Is that, yeah, we'll talk about him in a minute, but isn't that what marvelous?
That is marvelous.
Yeah, and that picture of her, she's 62 years old, and she was 15, and I still talk about the film because in my mind, seeing her sing and dance at that age is just overwhelming. If there's any way you can reach out for that movie, if you like flamenco dancing and you like singing, it's Spanish, so I want you to know that the songs are in Spanish. It's called The New Cinderella, La Nueva Cenicienta, and it stars Marisol, Marsol, and Robert Conrad. Okay, so now let's go and do Scott, and then we'll do John, and then we'll just do some emails.
All right, so Scott, you're on CRN with the one and only Mr. Robert Conrad.
Well, hi, guys. Yeah, Michael, I have a question for you and then one for Robert, if I may.
Sure.
Okay.
Now, Michael, were you watching the Wild Wild West when you were kind of a younger guy?
You better believe it, man. I was glued to my set every Friday night. I was there watching the Wild Wild West.
Okay, do you still have your Wild Wild West lunchbox, though?
No, I never got any of the little trinkets or anything. I just liked the show. I always thought the show was just great.
Well, I did both, but I do
Wow.
have one question
That's
for you,
worth
Mike.
bucks, by the way, now.
Well, you better believe it. I have an intact thermos, by the way, too, which I think is
Great.
Usually they got smashed or broken. Okay, anyway, what do you think of James West not giving California back to Miguelito? What was your thought on that?
I like James West. I supported James in whatever he came up with. I was 100% behind him, never questioned anything.
You're a good man, but
Thank
I think on the only ones were the 8 episodes, Miguelito had to prevail on that one. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, okay.
Any
All
case, anyway, Robert, one question for you, and then
Yeah.
I'll leave you guys alone.
Yes.
In '69, my dad made an absolute solid steel coffee table because we would go through those, I think, one every 3 months.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, okay.
The thing was like 400 pounds, but anyway, he made it like right around '69 when the show was about going off the air. That was
Yeah.
it was one of those things.
When the women were after me, the women against violence on television.
Oh,
God,
I
now look what they've got now. My goodness
boy.
gracious me.
Isn't that just amazing?
It's amazing, yeah. So,
Hey, Robert,
yes.
one quick question on Suzanne Plachette. I think
Yeah.
she had one of the most, not only was an amazingly beautiful woman, but absolutely the most beautiful voice I've ever heard in my life.
Sexy voice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she was married to Troy Donahue for a while, and she did the pilot of the Wild West, and I knew her really well. We did a charity thing together, and I had the privilege later in her life to fly across the country with her and sit and talk to her for the 4 hours, and I just absolutely loved her.
Yeah, bless her soul.
Yeah, thank you.
we lost her way too early.
Way too early. All right.
Robert,
hey, yo.
you take care, bud.
Thanks, man. Appreciate
Bye-bye.
it. Thanks for the call. Well, then we go to The Voice after we come back from commercial, and then we're doing your emails. And we've got Sue from New Hampshire. Not next. We got Bill, then Sue. But Sue couldn't get in for an hour last week.
Really? She
And
tried
now-
for an hour and she's
and
in
now
right
she's
away. Look at
in
this.
Right
She's
away.
in.
And
She got in quickly.
yes. And if you look
800
at the-
336 2225 in on that phone number.
Yes, and if you look at the picture below, you'll see another friend of yours, Kevin Spacey. And I hope all is well, and thinks I'm very upbeat. And this is Sue from where?
New Hampshire?
That's right. And
Kevin Spacey was on this program and a very big fan of yours.
yeah, well, a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, from back in the day when he used to stand outside the gate and wait for me to come visit my kids.
That's great.
Then he gets the Academy Award, I think twice.